Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Dev. Now before we begin, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone who left a comment on the last episode. I think currently it is the most commented on episode of Let's Dev yet. And I wanted y'all to rest assured that whether or not I respond to your comments, I've read them all and have taken all of your suggestions into consideration. So thank you very much for your contribution. I appreciate it. It's been pretty awesome to see a continued growth of interest in the Let's Dev series as it continues on. And with that said, if you actually missed the last episode, allow me to catch you up with a quick little recap. So in the last episode, we took a break from coding to try out a new, albeit last minute, new art style. And the episode went in a sort of a research direction, if you will, where we not only toyed around with a new program that allows us to do isometric art called Magical Voxel, but it was also research for me personally because I've never actually made a game or really applied isometric artwork to a game space, so to speak. So what occurred was a lot of internal debate, a lot of throwing it to you lovely viewers for your opinions, and again, thank you so much for providing them. And in all reality, got a little too excited, got a little too distracted from the main point, but alas, that was the episode, and we're actually going to be pulling it back a little bit for this episode. So let's talk about what's on the schedule today, because there is a lot on the menu. So today I am looking to push towards the final version of the map generation code, which is going to require a change to the master builder code, as well as a huge chunk of new code that I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get through today, because it is a doozy. And that doozy specifically includes us creating an actual floor object, which we can pass variables through to actually build the specific parts of our routes. So that is the main goal for today. It is going to be very code heavy, so let's not waste any time. Let's get to it. All right, so first things first, just in case, gotta just duplicate that. Never know. So what I'm doing today is, instead of having this be a toggle, I'm actually turning this into a switch statement that GameMaker has built into its lovely infrastructure. Basically, what this is going to allow me to do is put a ton of conditional statements into a list. Important to put the breaks in, because if you don't, it doesn't work. Lesson learned recently. So we shouldn't see a change in behavior at all, if we're lucky. Oh, by the way, I changed the color scheme. I'll get to that in a second. Okay, good. Seems to be working exactly as it should. That's good. That's a good sign. That means we're starting off strong. All right. Now we're going to be working on the floor. The actual floor. We can delete the duplicate because we don't need that anymore. Good. So the blue line there is the new floor object that we just created. That's pretty much our main road, and then all the branching roads off of it. Yeah, I'm going to disable branching paths for now, just to make sure that this code works as is. All right, so far so good. All right, so as you can see on the side here, got a whole bunch of tile sets. Normally I would put this all into one, but considering I'm so bad at attention to detail, I'm gonna just keep it simple. Don't mind the whole border thing. It's just gonna help me keep track of what exactly is happening with my code. So basically what I'm doing here today is defining the paths, edges, based on conditionals. But just know, because I have no idea how to do it any better, it's gonna be a huge ordeal. So let's not even waste any time. I'm just gonna get to it, and here we go. Okay, finally got them all set up. Oh man, okay. All right, so we're gonna set up an alarm that is going to have a whole bunch of code. All right, let's do a visual aid here. So our tiles are broken up. Okay, this is just gonna help me. I'm trying to think if I can do this in a conditional that isn't a complete and utter mess. All right, so I'm gonna try and define this just by going down rows. So I think if it's empty on top and empty to the left, the type should be 0. I'm not sure if it works this way. I'm assuming that the destroy The destroy command is a second frame, so on destroy I should be able to define what I need to do. So we're gonna bring back the tile draw that we had originally, and we're gonna tweak it a bit. So we're calling in the array that we made earlier. So if all goes according to plan, on the first switch is gonna create the floor. Second switch is gonna tell the floor, define itself, destroy itself, and then when it destroys itself, leave a tile behind with the correct edge. So in this case, since I've only defined one edge, it should be the top left edge. Let's see if this even works. Yeah, this isn't working out the way that I thought it would. Okay, what did I screw up? I know what I did wrong. Duh. Well, this is silly of me. Okay, hold on. It's because this is a switch now, not a toggle. I don't need to worry about this. Okay, so we reverse everything. So that should work. This should work. Fingers crossed. Nope. Still giving me problems. I know at least why one thing is happening. We can't use the destroy. Just gonna throw it into another alarm. So by destroying duplicates, which is what I set up, so that we wouldn't have any conflict, I inadvertently kind of broke my own thing. So this at least should have a different effect. What effect that is, I don't know. Kind of working out. Kind of working out. Interesting. So I don't know if I could use blanket conditionals. It might not work the way I think it's gonna work. Okay, so that's the full top. Let's see how that works out. Okay, so we got edges there. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, it's working out. It's working out. So let's see if I can get the second row going. Place empty. Type equals 3, right? Alright, we gotta get a little bit more specific here. Okay, so just checking for emptiness and checking for floor next to it. Eesh. There's gonna be some odd behavior because we haven't defined a singular path yet. So I'm looking for very particular layouts. Because looking at this, so it's empty here, but has a floor here. That means you would draw the edge of the left there for 3 and the opposite for 5. So theoretically, that's gonna work once I put in the other areas. Equals 7. Alright, so we got the 9 major corners down. Let's see how this looks. Okie dokie. Alright, so I'm just trying to make sense of the code. Jesus Christ, this is already getting convoluted as hell. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if there's a better way to do this, and I'm just making it way harder on myself. But them's the breaks, man. This is noob steps. Eventually, maybe one day I'll look back at this and I'll be like, God, I was such an idiot. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to do code again. So what are we doing here? Vertical top is 13. Okay. Goes 13 if place empty x y plus 16. Type is 15. Type is 14. Type is 14. Place empty x y minus 16 and place empty x y plus 16. Whoo, Nelly. If place empty x y 16 type equals 13. Else type, damn you, else type equals 9. I'm sure something will go wrong. Let's see. This is bizarre. Oh man, so this is what I was afraid of. Because I tried to do blanket conditionals, it's possible that the code is being misinterpreted. So it might not be working the way that I think it should be. I mean, I honestly think it might just be a case of having to define a four-way conditional. I just can't assume. So if we're empty on the left, we're empty on the right, we're empty up the top. Just a three-way, which is left to right top. Okay, let's see if that does anything for verticals. Well, that's rough. That is a bummer. So I think I just need to be much more specific with every direction. Oh man. Well, the good news is it kind of works. We've got the gist. We just need to fix it up. You know what I can do in the meantime, just to make things, just to feel a little bit more accomplished to a certain extent. Let's go ahead and re-add the branching paths. Let's see how much this breaks things. It theoretically shouldn't break anything. Well, that didn't spawn anything. Oh, right. let's put that back into a comment. Let's try it without the fireworks. Okay. Well, it's not perfect right now, but it will be one day. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do some testing off video, just because I don't want another video just me pounding my head against just lines and lines of code. Yeah, I'm going to do my best to try and get this working off video, and then in the next episode we'll try and we're going to have to definitely refine this even more. For now, you can see we're getting there. The baby steps of refining the pathing code to give it definition, to give it edges. But if there's any silver lining to this situation, it's at least the game's not broken. So there's that. In fact, I don't know, maybe in the next episode we'll take a break from making the map and then we'll work on the other aspects of the game, because we've been focusing on this map situation for what is almost going to be 5 episodes if we go into next episode. So maybe we'll take a break, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now. If you have a better idea of how I could go about, you know, checking sides and being able to toss that into a variable that I can then toss into the, you know, an array, you know, go ahead and leave a suggestion. And as always, if you enjoy this series and you want to see it continue, be sure to give the video a like. And as a viewer, if you would like to make any suggestions as to how I can make this a better viewing experience for you, be sure to leave those suggestions in the comments below. As always, not only are we working on a game, but looking to refine this entire Let's Dev concept as a series. So I'm always looking out for suggestions and feedback to make it better for you guys. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for watching. I apologize to anyone who is actually good with Game Maker, who looked at everything I did today and just face-palmed. But regardless, if you do or do not know what's going on, doesn't matter. I appreciate you watching nonetheless. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright, so I don't know, maybe we won't need to refine the code as much as I thought we would. That's really interesting. Okay, so there's something I do want to try. I want to try something out here. Usually wouldn't want to do it this way,